Hi everybody, welcome very much to the channel. Today we have a game from the online ladder between, on the color red it's Fei Chan playing as Jeanne d'Arc versus Diukusi in the color yellow playing as the English. Welcome to the channel, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and use the links down below to catch me live on Twitch, and also both of these players have Twitch channels, so use the links down below to check Fei Chan and to check Diukusi on Twitch. Let's talk about this matchup. A slight variation of a very classical matchup between the French and the English. We have the English versus Jeanne d'Arc. I think Jeanne d'Arc, especially early in the game, early to late feudal age, is a bit better than French, because at that time in the game French still didn't have enough time to produce the extra villagers, right? Because they do produce villagers faster. But GD, they have Jeanne d'Arc itself, they have the consecration on the stables and the town center, allow them to make more knights, save a lot of food, thus enabling them to make more archers. Because when you play GD versus English, when you make a lot of knights and archers, because if the English player wants to fight you in feudal, they're gonna make a bunch of spears and longbows, so then you need a lot of archers to kill the spearmen, right? And you need a lot of them because the longbows in the back will be doing a lot of damage to your archers, so you need a lot of them to survive the longbow attack and then kill the spearmen, right? But as we all know, for the past couple months, English has been predominantly played with the Abbey of King's Landmark to produce the king, a free knight. I think it's a bit weaker than a knight, but it then regenerates on itself, as you all should know if you are into AoE4, right? And then into a second town center, into fast castle. But in my experiences playing in the diamond and the low conqueror leagues, at least I have a not an easy time, but I have an okay time when I play Jeanne d'Arc versus the English, because in most cases, not always, but in most cases, I can build enough knights and archers and then a ram and then kill the second town center. But over here, we're gonna have the Council Hall into a second TC, so I love this variation, right? Because I think, especially in this matchup, the Council Hall plus second TC gives first the Council Hall longbow rush, a lot of longbows coming out, the best ranged unit in the game, that then can attack faster if you are in the surroundings of the town center or your towers, right? So what that means is that Diukusi can still go for the second TC, but with the Council Hall he'll have way more pressure on the enemy than just using the knight, right? Not the knight, the king, because the king is basically kinda useless versus Jeanne d'Arc, because they make one knight, that king is completely nullified, and then you have to make archer ranges, my bad, and barracks if you want to defend, right? So right now you are basically cutting on a unit that you don't use very much, which is the king in this matchup. They already have two archer ranges over there to make a bunch of longbows to either defend, right? Sometimes it's tough to initiate the attack. Imagine you have like 3-4 knights you want to raid, but then the English player has longbows parking here on the town center or in between both town centers, which I think should be here, the second town center, and then because they have attack speed, they do a lot of damage to your knights, the TCs do a lot of damage to your knights, so then it's really hard to raid, and you really have to come in with a lot of knights, archers, and rams. Fei going in with the School of Cavalry, nothing new over here. JD moving out to build a house. Oh yeah, that's smart. The villager was building the house, but then Fei was like, no, let's JD build the house to gain more experience, right? And first knight coming out. Second TC very close for Diukusi, right? Yeah, I still remember some time ago, a long time ago, a lot of GD players will be playing on a second TC with GD, but not a lot of economical upgrades, not a lot of economical bonuses, I mean, for Jeanne d'Arc. Here we go, French Trail Knight in red, looking good, coming out, trying to do some damage here. The defense is not ready. Second TC still 50 wood away, so very, very shy from it, but really, really close. No longbows whatsoever, because they do cost 50 wood. So longbows will delay immensely the town center. Town center will be coming here, but it's very hard for the knight to raid this. JD evolves into Hunter JD and will proceed to kill the boar, gain more experience. Yeah, knight has no angle basically here to attack. The wood line is well covered by the town center, as you can see. The TC being built by the villagers, they are extremely protected by the wood line here and by the town center over there, right? Knight coming through, meeting with the scout, second knight. These knights look really good in red, by the way. And I love this biome, the snowy biome. I really, really like it. On Gorge, by the way, the map is Gorge, I forgot to mention, right? An open map, good for raiding, but a bit later into the game. Actually, earlier in the game it can be tough to raid, because the wood line grants a lot of safety. The knights are trying to circle around. They're gonna kill the boar? No, they're just circling around, trying to hit the villagers on the second town center. You can see them there on the corner of your screen, right? Knights coming through. There you go, they charge in. Villagers into the town center. No, the Yakushi reacts slowly and loses one villager. Alright, good value from the knights, taking a lot of damage from the town centers. Actually, not much. They come in again. Another charge. No. Another charge from Faye. The Yakushi slow to react again. Almost lost another villager. Farm transitioning happening right now. Faye moving out to the stone as well. Interesting, so second TC is coming out after some pressure, right? And the TC will be actually on the deer. Alright, because you have completely map control. English, when they go for this strat, they give up map control basically. And still no longbows, still no spearman. Barracks coming in online right now. Knights come in, they can't get into those villagers, unfortunately, right? Almost killing 2 and 3 villagers, but they escape. But now we have JD here, and JD does 5 damage with her bow, but they can do this, and that can almost snipe a villager because they have 50 HP. So if the knight does a little bit of damage, then JD can just finish the villager, and that will be great value for Faye, because the second TC is coming online, or is already online. It's coming in right now. So if they can kill some villagers, then they can catch up with the Yakushi, which is already 8 villagers ahead though. So Faye needs to kill a lot of villagers here, right? But the goal is also to not let the economical lead grow too much for the Yakushi, because English can be really scary if they are very, very ahead. Now some longbows coming out from the Council Hall as well. The Yakushi unable to mine gold for right now. I mean, he's able to, but he doesn't want to risk that. And also on the board, bro, Faye is gonna be having a feast. Boar and deer with survival techniques and wheelbarrow, that's the most efficient that you can be, right? The deer is killed around the town center as well. The boar has not much to do. 8 villagers on the board, so it's gonna be, I don't know, almost, I don't know the gathering rate. I was about to say 2,000 food per minute, but that's too much. It's gonna be like 1,000 food per minute, perhaps, from Faye. Oh, Spearman and Longbows coming up to fight. Because Faye here... Oh, Faye is going Castle. I like that play. But I'm thinking here perhaps a bit more aggression to just slow down the Yakushi, I think. Because, yeah, Faye's gonna have a lot of food now with the boar and deer, but Faye, the Yakushi is doing a good farm transition over here, right? So I think if you should do a bit more damage to make the Yakushi lose economy, make the Yakushi invest more in military to kind of delay that farm transition. Now the Yakushi also moving to the deer. Walls have been built, securing that from the knights. The second board will be killed by Jeanne d'Arc to give a bit more experience. Faye coming up to the castle edge, floating a lot of gold. Are we going to see a Royal Institute or a Guild Hall? Faye only has 2 knights, so I guess Royal Institute wouldn't be the best option. But because Faye has a lot of gold as well, they could invest into a bunch of knights. But it's going to be the Guild Hall, close to the second town center. It's going to be... Actually, the Guild Hall is usually like a fast, like a ticket to go to Imperial, because if you don't take resources from the Guild Hall, it accumulates more and more and more. So there is a certain time where there's like 2,400, 3,000 food in the Guild Hall, right? And then gold, as you can see, Faye is almost has the necessary quantity to go to Imperial when it comes to gold, but also not making any type of units, not getting upgrades, you know. But the Fast Imperial could be a play here for Faye. Consecration on the town center and on the School of Cavalry, so saving a lot of food as well, right? Sacred Site immediately being captured by Jeanne d'Arc. I see a plan here from Faye, and I'm enjoying it. Trying to trade with the Knights, distracting the Akusi a little bit. Farm transition looking great. King's Palace! So it's going to be a third town center. Does the Akusi know about the second TC from Faye? I don't think so. They scouted there, but maybe they didn't saw the second TC. We don't really know about that. But third TC, because usually it's White Tower to produce military faster and grant defense. But I think it makes sense, you know, Faye went fast castle, you know they have only like 2 knights or 3 at most. So, you know, you don't need to rush military right now. And Yakuza will be super ahead economically. Now 3 town centers, right? Knights taking some damage from the longbows here. Running away from the middle of the battle. Longbows and spearmen chasing down JD over there. Knights trying to get into the base, but they will just die because they're already half HP. One of the knights dies to the spearman. I mean, not yet. Kills the longbow first. Now it will go down. Crossbow's already out as well. And you already have the Council Hall, which produces 100% faster. So if you want to spam crossbows or longbows, you don't need the White Tower. You have the Council Hall already, right? See, bro, I'm telling you, I think it's a fast Imperial for Faye. I really think it is. Council Hall could help, but not right now. Need to wait a little bit. Faye wants to go for relics as well. Gold ran out for Faye. Needs to move out. Has 2 golds right here. No gold on that side. Or sometimes Gorge is a bit weird on this aspect. As you can see, Faye has 3 golds all on the same side, while the Akusi has 1 gold over there, a big gold over here. I think there was a gold over... Wait, the Akusi only has 2 golds. I know the third one is over there, my bad. So you can see the Akusi has golds in different sides of the map, while Faye is only on the same side. So that ain't cool for Faye. It means that if the Akusi attacks through this side, Faye will have no ability to mine gold. Right? A lot of people on gold still, and it is a fast Imperial into Red Palace, I would assume, to fortify the defense. Right now, military units for Fate's JD and the Horsemen. So yeah, not a great army to defend the French Empire. Sacred Site being neutralized. We're almost there. Maybe Council Hall can give a help right now. Actually, yes. If Faye takes food now from the Guild Hall. But the goal is, I think the goal for Faye is to go Imperial. And then while you go Imperial, this accumulates a lot of food. And then when you are Imperial, you just use the food that is here to make a lot of units. Oh, JD died and came back to life immediately. Now a couple horsemen coming in for Faye. Faye knows that defense is necessary. The Akusi is walking back, actually. If I was the Akusi, I'll be bringing the heat right now. You are on 3 TCs, almost 20 villas ahead. The enemy has like 3 horsemen, and he knows, because he has the scout. Oh, but he's going to look for the economy. There is the berries there. The boar ran out. The Akusi is going around with crossbow and spearman. Right. Horseman coming out for Faye. Oh, what is that? Oh, the wheels got found by the longbows. Faye lost 3 villagers. More will go down here. Second TC also consecrated. I love to see that. 600 food only on the guild hall. Faye needs more time. Faye needs more time. Okay, the horsemen are coming in. Nice. Longbows will be picked up, but Faye's already almost 30 villagers behind. Divine shot, killing the longbows, but more villagers went down. It's not really good for Faye at all. Hopefully the fast imp, which is not being very fast at the moment, right, can save Faye. Because the Akusi is really ahead, both militarily and economically. More consecrates on the stables, consecrates on the archery range as well. Do we have the blacksmith upgrade that makes the consecrate also discounts gold? GD evolves to level 3, and GD is calling the champions, the ones that countered Spearman. Man-at-Arms switch for the Akusi. Arbaletier in the back. Remember, they can be superior to the crossbow if they activated the Pavie shield. But then the English crossbow can attack faster if around a town center or a outpost. Villager going down for Faye. Faye not close to the Imperial Age. 20 eco units, military units behind. Great flank with the horsemen though. Getting the reinforcements, getting some of the ranged units, mostly spearmen available. The crossbows are not being able to deal with that. Darbalitier need to run away. Crossbows were doing a great work from the Akusi. The horsemen run away. They will try to get some reinforcements, maybe some eco damage, but the English army is now focusing down the outwards economy for Faye. The gold and the food and even a little bit of wood, and it's just gold and wood at the moment, will be interrupted. Horsemen trying to catch the crossbows off guard, but great reaction from the Akusi with the spearmen and the men-at-arms able to defend. Enemy capturing the sacred site. That will be the Akusi. The Akusi coming in for more villager kill. Guild hall 1,400, but Faye invested a lot, coming close to the military numbers. Horsemen hanging on against the men-at-arms. The crossbows doing great damage. Another group of horsemen coming in through the back. The horsemen are tanking the men-at-arms with the ability in the back. It's a super good fight. The problem will be when the spearmen arrive, the horsemen being able to deal with them, but losing a bit too much. Faye wants to maintain the consistent, and 3 relics for the Akusi plus 2 sacred sites plus 3 town centers. He's living life. 2,000 wood, 2,000 gold in the bank. If he stops producing units, he can go Imperial anytime. Now there you go, the extra discount. Ordnance Company reducing the gold cost of units. More consecrates available. Faye in a tough spot, might be able to come back. Horsemen maybe not the best front line in here, but they're doing the work. Arbaletier in the back holding on. More Arbaletier. JD helping a ton with the Divine Arrow and the heals. The Akusi losing their forward ability to maintain the press. Arbaletier cleaning everything. More horsemen arriving to clean the crossbows from the Akusi. Also the Akusi with no blacksmith upgrades. Faye with +1 attack, ranged attack, and +1 range defense, going off for +2 ranged attack. So the Arbaletier will be doing even more damage. But 3 sacred sites under the control of the Akusi. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to complete the sacred site victory condition. Faye on the recovery. Look at the villager lead. Almost 50 villager lead for the Akusi. He did kill 16 workers for Faye, but Faye is a super worker. It's the Council Hall. Already 2,160 food. Could go for Imperial immediately, Faye. But I think Faye wants to save more food to then go Imperial and actually make units. Right, because you don't want to go to Imperial and then have like 400 food in the bank. You want to make units, you want to do stuff, right? Sacred site decapped. So no longer Sacred Site win condition, but still 200 gold per minute trickling in the bank of the Akusi. They too much behind. I think the Akusi will stop producing villagers and start focusing on the military. Faye has economy everywhere, but at least had the berries on action. Here we go. Second TC is still working. Farm transition hurts a lot for JD, but it's necessary at this point. Sacred Site captured by Jeanne d'Arc. Fei Chan living a good life. Also getting Jeanne d'Arc stronger. Plus armor, plus 25% attack. And the companions increase the health and damage of companions by 20%. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Berkshire Palace in the middle of the map for the Akusi. Classic English play. If they are ahead, you know that Berkshire will come out in the middle of the map. And it's so annoying to deal with, right? For me, like, it really shouldn't have the same range as Trebs. Because then when Trebuchet try to kill the Berkshire, they come here to that range and they take damage. You can always attack ground, but the thing is you have to click on the white square. If you click on the white square with attack ground, it will work. Sometimes it will miss the shots from the traps, and sometimes you think you clicked on the white square but you didn't. Right? It's very, very confusing. I don't know why is that the thing. That's why you see Faye building those towers to give you a clear vision, because then it's just so confusing to deal with that Berkshire with traps. Faye took the food from the Council Hall. Yes, it did. College of Artillery, 22 villagers rushing that up. And then we're gonna have access to Culverins, Royal Cannons, and Royal Ribald Queens. Extra powerful siege, but does Faye have, number one, the resources to make those units, and number two, does Faye has the units to protect those siege engines? Berkshire building something. Oh no, it's getting Network of Citadels, giving it a 40% attack speed. I think that's a bit too much. I know it's in Imperial, but 40% attack speed is crazy. It's a lot. And it also applies to siege. So if you have one Springle, it's almost 1 and 1.5 Springles, right? Here we go. Good army from Faye. Good army from the Akusi. The Pavi. The heals from JD. That's a great fight over here. JD is holding. The men-at-arms and the spearmen from the Akusi are all going down. Beautiful sounds in the background music. The crossbows are elite. For the Akusi, Royal Cannon arrives. Starts shooting. No AoE damage. That's only Cloud of Terror for Zhu Shi. Here we go. Great fight from Faye. Hanging on. The Akusi captures the third Sacred Site once again. The Royal Cannon. The Royal Cannon, like I like to call it. Doing a lot of damage. A second one. I will do Randy here, right? Like, you already have one cannon. Maybe you go Randy next. Right? Great fight for Faye. Remember, Faye did not have the elite upgrades. The Akusi had, at least on the crossbows, but also the Akusi only with one ranged attack from the blacksmith, right? Now fortifying the Sacred Sites with walls. Amazing game so far. Will we see a Sacred Site victory? This one will be very hard to decap because of Berkshire. That one, very easy. I think Faye should send one unit over there, just in case. More stone walls for the Akusi. There you go. The horseman from Faye neutralizing the Sacred Site. Bro, the Akusi with 6k food in the bank. Almost 4,000 food per minute. He has 70 on food, right? Because both men-at-arms and crossbows are not very heavy on gold. I mean, crossbows are. So I guess he's making way more men-at-arms. No, he's making a lot of crossbows too. But you have 3 relics, 3 Sacred Sites, you have enclosures, right? The Akusi has enclosures. So you have a lot of passive gold. Yeah, we have 1,000 gold per minute. A crossbow will cost 40 gold only. Yeah, the hand cannoneers are the really expensive unit, right? JD evolves to level 4. And now JD can call cannons, maybe. Is it the Royal Monarch? Mark's Woman? Yeah, 3 champions and 1 cannon. So I guess Faye will spam cannons. And then if you have 7 cannons, you can just walk up to the Berkshire. maybe bring a couple villagers. Boiling Oil is here, you can see the upgrade. Actually, I forget about this, but it's a very important visual upgrade. If the keep has these little doors, that's for Boiling Oil. So sometimes I forget about that, and I don't know if the keep has Boiling Oil or not, because then you have to read the stats, and when you are fighting, it's not the best option, right? But now I remembered, so thank you for this game, Diakusi and Faye. English villagers moving up for a forward tower. Faye dropping her own towers over there. 4 cannons already for Faye. One was summoned, so one was free. That's the 5th cannon. Here we go. Do we have the technology for them to do more damage? I think so. Is it here? Or is it on a university? I'm actually not sure now. The English army is moving, and now they have the 40% attack speed. That's crazy. The Akusi still with only +2 range attack and defense. Fei Chan already with 3 range defense. There you go, the 5 cannons in the back. Can they do the business here? They do. Bro, every time they kill one unit, JD just receives experience, but now it doesn't matter, right? JD is maxed out. Bro, Fei's army is cleaning the Akusi's army. Because the crossbows also, the ability also attack faster. 175 versus 164. Maybe they don't have crossbow stirrups just yet. Is it on the university? No, that's not the university. The university coming in now. So I think the Arbaletier from Fei Chan can still attack faster. And I think the bombards, the cannons can also do more damage still. But 6 minutes to go. The Akusi is holding a sacred site so far. The horseman was not able to kill the priest and decap the sacred site. University coming in online. Let me check the upgrades for Fei. No, crossbow stirrups is already done. So incendiary arrows can come through though. Right? No royal bloodlines. So I think Fei already got extra damage for the gunpowder units, because I think the bombards count as gunpowder. Siege gunpowder, yeah, exactly. Okay. Fei's in range of the Berkshire. No way. No way, the 8 cannons deleted the Berkshire. Alright, Fei is walking in. 7 royal cannons and 1 normal cannon, doing immense amount of damage. The Akusi not focusing it down. Them, I mean. Amazing strat from Fei. I'm loving this. Boom. Oh, there you go, the Springles finally for the Akusi. But there is at now 7 bombards, cannons I mean, so still not enough those Springles. And the cannons can snipe the Springles itself, so not great. But it's not over yet, right? The Akusi has basically infinite food. And at a great rate. Double Springle in the back. That's a tough fight. The front line for Fei is going down very quickly. Do we have the Gambesson upgrade for the Arbaletier? Yes, that 9 melee damage tells it. Oh, the cannons are being picked up by the Springles in the back. Yeah, right, that's dangerous. Springles almost picking it up again. But now Fei is forced to retreat. And I think the Akusi can just repair the Berkshire, and Sacred Site still running. 4 minutes and 30 minutes for a win to the Akusi. Fei does not have the 3rd food upgrade, so more food per minute could be available. Our Culverin Royal Culverin is available to Faye. It's actually pretty good to deal with the Springles, right? Faye is remassing. The Akusi is remassing. Ooh, I don't think the Akusi has enough army, actually. Okay, Faye able to repel the Akusi. Springles in the back gets sniped by the Culverin. The cannons still doing a lot of damage in the back. Amazing fight over here. And actually great work from Faye keeping JD alive to give these attack speed bonuses. Right? 1.37! That's actually amazing. It's way better than the 164. Neutralized Sacred Site over there. Great. And the keep. Double keep. Wait, hold on. Double keep. Triple keep. Oh, Faye used again the guild hall. Royal Bloodlines because it also affects horsemen, not just knights. Right? These horsemen will be gaining... Wait, and you can also have biology? I don't think so, right? Or can you? I actually don't remember if you can have biology and Royal Bloodlines for your cavalry. I think yes, because Royal Bloodlines give you like how much? 35. I think biology gives you 25. So your cavalry still be more healthy than the enemy cavalry? Maybe. Right? Alright, here we go. Another great engagement. The Akusi's army, I think it's not enough to deal with this. Yep, here we go. His front line completely melted, and now the Royal Cannons are shooting at the back line. Even the Culverin, which does solid damage, 133 HP. Oh, the Culverin actually one-shots crossbows, right? And once again, the Akusi loses the fight. He cannot come in. Oh, and what's going on? Horsemen raiding the trade from the Akusi. I love to see that. Only 9 traders available. Is Faye also trading? No. The last piece of gold is being mined out. The thing is, yeah, the Akusi still has 1,000 gold in there. But it's always good to set up your trade preemptively. Doing it like all at once is pretty bad. More horsemen coming through to raid the trade line for the Akusi. They coming through in the middle of the map. Oh, it's hard to penetrate on this English base. We need more frontline. More cannons arrive. 7 Royal Cannon, and there is one more in queue. So it will be a grand total of 8. The cannons still doing great damage in the back line. Crossbows. Not a lot of them for the Akusi. He's now focusing more on a strong front line. But the Akusi loses again. And the Springles being sniped by JD actually with the Divine Blast. Right? Another great fight coming through. Feicha in the middle, holding versus the Akusi. If Faye wins this fight, it will be very important, because that means that the gate, the house, the door open for the Akusi base will be now shattered. But a lot of units coming in. 3 Springles for the Akusi. And the 3 Springles don't one-shot 1 cannon. That's actually crazy. The Akusi now with all military upgrades. Faye missing the +3 attack upgrade. Melee, I mean. Right, Faye's here. There is a keep in the back. It's one-shotted. No way, actually. Wait, can you give also attack speed to the You can give that XP to the cannons. Wow. So those cannons can attack really fast. But it's not over. The Akusi has an insane economy. Yes, they might be lacking some gold, but don't worry about that. The Akusi still getting his trade raided. And Faye is trading as well right now. And remember, it's French trade, so you can select the resource that you want to trade. And Faye also has the guild hall. And Faye has been using it, actually. But I think that is still very behind in comparison to the Akusi's economy, right? English economy is always a juggernaut in the end game. And Faye cannot come in again, right? More units necessary. And there is a huge difference in economical units. That means that Faye can have way more units as well. But I think Faye is almost pop capped because the cannons, they are like 3 population space each, right? So they accumulate, yeah, it is 27 population. The attack speed buff from JD is here. Another front line from the Akusi disappears. But is this time around that Faye goes through and enters the base of the Akusi. The Akusi is rebuilding that keep again. But look, it's 8 bombards again, so it will be one-shotted again, right? No problem on that. Faye's not worried about the keep. Alright, good damage. Is this the time that Faye goes through? The units don't stop popping for the Akusi. Yeah, Faye needs production here. Faye needs production buildings here. Because you can see the Akusi has buildings right there. So his units just arrive immediately. Faye units need to walk all the way there. And I know it's not a long distance, but it's important. Because the enemy doesn't need to walk that distance, right? Alright, Faye can actually go in. Keep gets 2 tapped. Springles get destroyed. Now kill production. Right? The cannons need to focus on the production. And that will force the Akusi back again, even further. Right? Alright. Faye's bringing even more units. The Akusi is really low on army numbers. 35 units only. Faye has a huge lead. 69 units coming through. Plus the cannons in the back. 4 Springles set up. Step up, I mean. The horsemen are sniping some of them. But those 3 are very much behind. But the cannons are dealing with them. The attack speed buff comes through. Culverin is here as well. GD helping out a lot with attack speed bonus. Pecha is coming forward. The cannons are now taking a lot of damage from the Springles. Right? The Akusi coming in with a lot of units to the front line. It doesn't stop. Even a villager comes through to try and burn that siege. And Faye's forced back once again. Oh my, Faye's really struggling with the gold though. Maybe switch the Council Hall to gold? Yes it is, here we go. It's switched. But there are a lot of markets. Just not a lot of traders, only 12. Uh-oh, and the cannons are being taken down. Another fight in the middle of the map. Faye pushing forward with JD in the back. I think JD never died in this big fight, so great micro from Faye. The Horsemen also doing very, very well. They also have that extra HP, 63 extra health. All those Horsemen. Okay, I think we are on a stalemate, right? Because both players have good eco. It's very hard for Faye to go forward. Because Faye really needs the siege. Right? To break the towers, the keeps, and the buildings. As you can see, DQC, he's building more and more production in the front line, right? While Faye never really did that, right? So her units need to come from all the way back. But another great fight. The thing is, Faye has been winning all the fights, but Faye just can't burge into the base of DQC, right? And at this point, it's very hard to kill the economy as well. Stone walls everywhere, stone walls everywhere. I think DQC should be focusing a bit more. I mean, he doesn't need to destroy the enemy economy because his own economy is so good, right? So I get it. But at this point just became a bit of a meat grinder. The same is happening for a very long time. So let's just speed up. Right. Because this game is live though. So we still have to catch up to live. Another fight. Yeah, it's just the same. This is a problem I think the game needs, the developers need to resolve. Like these stalemates. They take a long time to be resolved, right? Faye is going forward though. But forced back again. Raiding a bit of the trade, but not much. Right, let's go 8 speed. Faye falls back again. DQC now using the hand cannoneers with the 40% X speed. They shred everything. Now Faye finally goes for some eco damage. But maybe I think it's just too late, right? Because Faye already tried to do this with success, but it didn't push DQC back. Now DQC has a big opportunity to come forward because Faye's horsemen are not here, so no front line for Faye. The horsemen could come back for a flank, but they are killing some economy, killing some traders. But DQC has a huge bank, infinite food, 4k gold in the bank, so that eco damage will not do much. And Faye defends. Where is the army for DQC? Is it defending as well? Yes. Burning the markets always help. Right? And now Faye pushing middle. Alright. Faye's raids were cleaned by the trade of DQC. Not by, but near the trade. More horsemen, I think, going for a raid or something. Right? Sacred sites being conquered by Faye here. Another good fight. The front line is really lacking here for Faye. Using the Arbaletier as the front line itself, but now the horsemen come in. And the bombards, the cannon is still doing great damage. We have seen this a lot in this game, right? Nobody's really struggling economically. Trade is here, farms are here, right? JD fell, but Faye recovers again. JD is back. Horsemen go for raids again. Faye really needs to kill this production, because that production is giving a huge advantage to the Akusi. As we hit the 50-minute mark, right? Okay, Faye being pushed back. Yakushi now being pushed back. Heals from JD. Bro, come on. What is necessary for one of these players to win, right? Maybe somebody internet disconnects? Oh! Oh, hold on. Faye moving the bombards over here. There's actually space over there, but Faye has no vision on it. Faye... Oh, but there is a keep there as well. Springles being sniped by JD and Culverins. Here we go. Now, we just need to kill the keep, but Faye's also fighting in the middle. So hard to pay attention to that. Horsemen move forward. Keep is there with the cannon in placement. Cannon's not moving. And Man at Arms goes over there. More horsemen going down. Bombards, cannons now being exposed. Some villagers going down. Faye killed way more economy, but it doesn't matter at this stage in the game. Can the bombards take down the keep? Oh yeah, the keep actually will go down on the next shot. Boom. Okay. So now... But the Akushi still has 1,400 stone. So he can drop another keep. Right, in the middle, more of the same. Right, but now a bunch of horsemen go over there. The Akusi rebuild the markets. So yeah, raids at this point, they are good, but they're not very effective. Right. More and more units coming out. Because Faye is always super close to the Akusi's base. The Akusi was never able to come close. I mean, there was like one time, but not really important. Horseman raid gets cleaned. Horseman raid on the trade. Getting a bunch of villagers though. The Akusi's eco count is still very high, so he doesn't care about that. Right. More damage, more damage. Wait, Faye has 10 cannons in queue. Now going for elite knights. I thought about it, that knights could be a good choice, but then I also thought that the Akusi is going heavy on the crossbows, so maybe the knights wouldn't be their best choice. Now, horsemen coming in. Oh, and the knights are here though. A bunch of them. A whole group of knights came in, and they are way more tanky than the horsemen, so this might be the push that Faye was waiting for. Because the Akusi is now rocking a bunch of horsemen, right? And not a lot of crossbows, so no extra damage on those knights. And they are tanking a lot. Bombards in cannon in the back with the Culverin doing great damage. Crossbow, Arbaletier from Faye doing very well as well. But the horsemen from the Akusi now attacking the siege. More knights arrive. Oh, but it's not a good fight for Faye though, because the Akusi is trading horsemen and spearmen with crossbow and the knight, so way more expensive losses for Faye. More knights arrive. Maybe a keep for Faye? Because the Akusi, the only siege the Akusi made was Springolds. So maybe forcing the Akusi to make some bombards or traps would reduce his mass of units. Faye could push now, start killing some production, that would be great. And also, the Akusi has been making no raids, right? Faye made a bunch of raids, killed a bunch of villagers, and the Akusi never fell behind. He's now losing a lot of eco, but I think he's deleting villagers to just have more units. Okay, Faye now. Okay, the Springles though, they don't. They killed some of the bombards, but not a lot of them. And Faye is now killing some production, but he's so much production all over the base of the Akusi. So GG gets called. Wait, hold on. The Akusi gave up. So the raids worked. So he was not deleting villagers. Oh, wow. I'm impressed, actually. So the Akusi, he was just losing a bunch of eco in the end. And he couldn't keep up with the military numbers. Yeah, Faye played way better. The Akusi hold on, but like I said, Faye was doing raids. Faye was killing villagers and traders. The Akusi came once close to the base of Faye, right? And Faye was always almost getting into the base of the Akusi and being able to snipe those landmarks, but wasn't able. I think the Akusi had way more food though. 195 food. 195k. So almost 200k food for the Akusi. 130k food for Faye, 3,092 wood for the Akusi, 50,000 wood for Faye, 6,000 stone for Faye, 8,000 stone for the Akusi, 65,000 gold for Faye, 100,000 gold for the Akusi, and Faye killed 2,191 units. Let that sink in, guys. A great game. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Follow me, Faye, and the Akusi on Twitch, and I see you on the next time. Thank you for watching.